Hi guys, Dorota Palicka, international nail artist and educator here, and today I have prepared some floral nail art for you. Have a preview of it in here. I love painting flowers, they always look absolutely amazing, and I hope you really enjoy learning it too. So let's start. We'll go for a blue for a change, and that's 220 color which we will use. So I'm just gonna apply it on the entire nail. The other two tips I have just painted blue, and I didn't do anything else into it. This one's I'm gonna marble them a little bit. So just apply it in. And then using the white gel polish, we are gonna do a very delicate marble. So I've got my white in here, and I'm just picking up a small scoop of it. And my ombre brush. Small amount of it. And just go through it. Just like as delicate as you can go. And then give it a cure. And cure it. I got some fluff in there. So just reblend that and cure it as well. Okay, once they're done, we'll just add a touch of sparkle like I did it on those previous nails, and that's a color 169. So just apply it over it, and then I'm cleaning my ombre brush and just fade that in a little bit. Reapply it on the top, just so the top part is more pigmented, and then give it a cure. Fade it. I really like it just the way they are. Even I will do also those beautiful flower. Fade it and add a little bit more. Okay, flower time. So I'm gonna paint some flowers on all of them. And I think in addition to this blue, it will be nice if we will introduce some purple. So I'm using a color 253. And then the purple rain, which is 242. And the blue, which I've got in there as well. We will use the watercolor brush. And some black. Okay, so first of all, you want to paint the middle of your flower. And on each nail, I will do it slightly different. So here it will be a middle of my flower. Then another one I should be able to squeeze here. Another one in there. And another one in here. Then grab the purple. I didn't even clean my brush yet. And I'm just gonna kind of spread it a little bit. Like to kind of create the background for our flowers. and then give it a cure. So this one I can do it here, there, 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 and there. With watercolor brush, things are much faster and easier to paint. Cure it. And then on this one, I can go this way as well. And cure it. Okay, next layer of the petals. Clean my brush, and now we are gonna pick up those purple. I can also grab the other one as well, just so it's looking more interesting. And then I'm just pulling the petals like this. This one is underneath. Okay, introduce some pinkish, so that's 200 color Sugar Rush. And then give it a cure. This is still kind of background for our flowers. And it's gonna be like those layered look. I really like those kind of looks when it is quite complicated, but then when you break it down, it's not that hard. Okay, great. Give it a cook. Okay, now is the time to do the next layer. So what we are gonna do it is apply the top coat over the entire design. I've got too many top coats now. There we are. Grab the first one and give it a gentle buff. You don't have to. I just like to give it a couple scratches and smooth out the marble. Okay, happy with that. Next step, we are gonna add some transfer foil into it. And I'm gonna use the transfer foil gel. Small scoop of it. D-liner brush. And then we will add some veins with it. Do not overdo it, just some places. It can kind of run underneath of the flowers. "30 seconds cure." And I've got some places which are very thin and some places which are very, very thick. Okay, first one is ready. I've got some gold piece of the transfer foil here. And I'm just transferring it. Okay, this one is done. Trying to search for a place which wasn't used before. Okay, brilliant. We can move on into the next step. So now I'm gonna go with a lighter color mixture. I mean, obviously this purple just doesn't go with the blue which we've gotten here. So I'm bringing in the white French gel. And we will need few scoops of it. So like one just clean and the other one which is dirty mixture. So I'm just picking up all the colors I've gotten here. But you still have those purples in it. And now I'm painting much slower. Just over it, some flower petals. So you will have some darker places showing through it. And this way the flower is much more interesting. And they look really difficult, but because we have done it like a splash of the color and they are layered, they are not that hard. Very romantic look. I'm still trying to have like dirty mixture on my brush, so it's not just a one color, but in some places it's more pink and some places it's more purple. And then we can give it a cure. So see how messy this petal is, but we are just gonna add some nice clean ones over it. When you're doing this kind of design, make sure all your flowers are coming in from the same, the petals are coming in from the same center. So like this is my central point, and I'm just kind of adding those petals from the same place. Just bringing in some more white. Okay, so all coming in from the same point. Again, change the color so slightly. And give it a cook. Okay, again, I'm picking up more purple now for a change, but still introducing lots of white. This one actually turned out amazing. Pink one. And I find it painting from the central to the outside is easier because in the central point I can kind of press with my brush harder, and then I can press it a little bit more gentle to get a nicer shape of the petal. Brilliant. Let's cook it. No. Okay, that's the cooked, and we can move on into the next step. So our next step is to apply the top coat over it again. So just covered everything with the top coat. It's so romantic. And you can see it like the petals itself, like it looks quite complicated. It will be probably quite hard to figure it out how those flowers have been painted. But when you break it into easiest step, it's nice and easy. Okay, top coat this one. Cook it. I was scared to use like a large brush, guys, like I mean the size of the watercolor, in the past, but the more I work with it, the nicer it becomes, and you can do completely different type of designs with it. So it is an awesome stuff. Okay, next step, clean my D-liner brush. So D-liner is the long thin one. And then we are gonna do some sugaring and just finish it with some detail. So there will be quite a lot of stuff going on because we've got marble, glitters, and then some painting, and also some sugaring. So nice and tiny wee leaves. Trying to don't actually hide too much of those gold because I really love it. But at the same time, I want to go over it in some places. Okay, here. And I can paint 3 leaves here. Hello, Lucky. Where have you been? Yeah, he needs to be on every video. Absolutely, he needs to. Okay, so let's do that. And then inside of the flowers, so I'm just picking up a small amount and doing a couple of those tiny wee dots. I'm actually gonna even touch up some of those petals to see it if it's nicer or not. Had mixed feelings if I want to do that or not, because sometimes less is more. But I think I'm okay with it. Yeah, so just some petals, I will touch it up, like that's plenty. Sugar, and sprinkle it. Okay, let's see what we can do in here. So here I actually preferred the placement of the flowers, which means I can make a nicer leaves. They kind of blend in better here. Then another one. Absolutely, they did blend it perfectly on this one. That's plenty. And the dots inside, I'm trying to make them very irregular. Okay, touches of the white here and there. Let's say it, I'm trying to pick up the ugliest petals. Don't want to hide the nice ones. And also I don't want to overdo it with it. Just very few accents. Like this one was boring flower, and it will be much nicer now. Perfect, sprinkle it. It also softens the look. Cook it. Oh no, I touched it. Did I smudge it? No. Whew. And on this one, the leaves wants to be here. I really don't know, like, where I'm gonna place something. It's a matter of checking it out, how it will look. So that was good one. And then another one just in here. And another one. Just belong them. Small detail in. And again, on the petals, which looks pretty nice, and like they've got a few different colors on it. Like, see, this one is just beautiful. Don't touch it. Go for the ones which are more boring. Actually, this one is all nice. Like, the thinner the better. So the dots, I'm trying to go around it. Very irregular. Perfect. Sprinkle, and then I can show you the full set of those beautiful nails. I hope you have, guys, enjoyed this technique, and if you did, please hit those share buttons so the other can see it as well, and we can get a little bit more exposure on our videos, which definitely works if you do it, because we can see that later on. And then that's the first one ready. I love it. Like, such a romantic look, like absolutely beautiful. And we can place it to be in here. Then we've got this one as the next one. That's my favorite one, the middle one. Definitely, it is my favorite one. And then the index finger, here we are. And also I will give you the links in the description of this video to the products I have used today as well. That's the finished results of those pretty romantics. I love them. Really nice romantic set of the nails. Huge glittery hacks, and I will see you in the next one.